YouTube. So yeah, I'm excited because there was a lot of good March documentaries and things that I watched. So there was a lot of new releases on Netflix, and I have a few to share with you. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay. Number 1, Gone Girls, the Long Island Serial Killer. This documentary is a 3-part documentary series that is going over the timeline that we have as of now, because I don't believe that a trial has happened yet. But back in 2011, a woman went missing. Her name was Shannon, I believe. Her mother then called to report this because she knew that based on a 911 call that had been made by Shannon, that was a very alarming 911 phone call, by the way, that, she's reporting her daughter missing and is fighting tooth and nail to get an investigation going, so on and so forth. It's like hard because I want to give these recommendations and I need to keep in my mind that I should not be telling too much information because I want you guys to go and see it for yourself. But long story short, essentially this is about the case of the Long Island killer, the serial killer. The beginning, how people started even figuring out that there was missing women, that the investigation or lack thereof, which you will understand why I say that when you watch the documentary, and then the discovery of who it actually is that's committing these crimes. When I tell you that this documentary, as you can tell by some of my TikToks and shorts if you follow me, I watch a lot of true crime, and it's been a while since I've watched a true crime documentary that's kept me at the edge of my seat, because I actually never heard about this case until I watched this documentary on Netflix. So I was watching it, I was like, oh my, every episode, because there's 3 episodes, I was in disbelief. And yeah, it's just one of those true crime serial killer stories where when they finally find out who it is, you're just in disbelief. And the tragedy that is these stories of the families of these women and the victims, and yeah, so I don't want to say too much else, but all that to say that like I said, I haven't really, been on the edge of my seat and kind of scared at certain points. There were certain points where I was like that, the feeling when you watch a scary movie, like there were moments like that. You should watch the documentary. It was insane. It came out yesterday and I finished it last night because I couldn't stop watching it. I had to keep watching. Alrighty, and drum roll. Number 2 is Con Mom. Con Mom was kind of an unexpected watch. It just kind of randomly popped up one day when I was looking on Netflix, because if you can't tell, I watch a lot of Netflix documentaries and shows and stuff, and I end up running out of things to watch. So when that popped up, I was like, oh, I'm totally watching this. Con Mom is a documentary. It's just 1 episode. It's an easy watch. It's only about an hour and a half long. And it tells the story of a famous chef who is randomly contacted by somebody, a woman who is supposedly his mother. Keep in mind that he never knew his biological mother, and they explain in the beginning of the documentary that there was actually a period of time where he was wanting to look for his mother and tried but could not find her. And so yeah, this documentary tells the story of this woman reaching out to him and everything that happened after that. And usually when you hear about con stories, you think that you know what's gonna happen, but I have to say there was one twist that happened at the end of this that I did not expect. I was totally shocked at the end, and if you've seen it, comment down below, because I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Because when there was something revealed at the end, I was like, what? And yeah, I don't know, it's hard to explain if you haven't seen it, but if you are somebody who liked the Tinder swindler or other, examples of people sharing their stories about being conned, then I think that you'll enjoy this. And like I said, it's an easy watch. It's not that long. Number 3, From Rockstar to Killer. This documentary is about a really famous French rock star. His name is Bertrand Cantant, and how he unalived his then partner Marie Trignant. These are French names, so sorry if I'm not pronouncing them properly, but it doesn't just stop there. So it tells the story of, it gives background as to who he is, how widely loved he is by the French people, and also outside he was in this band and widely recognized as like a superstar, rock star. And then Marie, his partner, the one that was unfortunately unalived by him, she was a famous actress at the time, and also a public figure that was widely loved by the French people. But what's crazy about this documentary is obviously what happened, the story, but not only that, the background and details of the litigation process, investigation, and what happened after all of that is absolutely, like, I was infuriated when I watched this documentary. You have to watch it to know what I'm talking about, but it was insane what was allowed to happen, certain things that were ignored. That to say, there is a very important message and theme in this documentary that was incredibly powerful, has a lot to do with Me Too, and truly giving respect to female victims, and dealing with femicide, things like that. So this is obviously an intense documentary, but very good and important to watch. Number 4 is Twister, Caught in the Storm. This documentary is about the 2011 tornado that happened in Joplin, Missouri. It was absolutely horrific and devastating, and completely annihilated a town. And Joplin, Missouri is in what is known as Tornado Alley, where it's not uncommon to hear the tornado siren going off and things like that. This documentary gave a chance for the survivors and people that were there on the ground experiencing this while it happened, and also after the fact, what happened, what their experience was, how traumatizing it was. There was actually an account from somebody that was literally inside of the tornado. It was horrific and traumatizing. You could tell the PTSD that these people have from this experience. It completely transformed their lives after this happened. I'm also somebody that is interested in tornadoes and earthquakes, like all kinds of extreme weather and stuff. I find those documentaries to be really interesting. Obviously tragic. I know I don't want to sound insensitive or tone deaf, that I understand that when we watch these things, it's partially for entertainment, but these are very real cases with real victims of these stories. So I really hope that I relay that I am mindful of that. But I do find documentaries about, like tsunamis, earthquakes, tornadoes, things like that have happened. And so this was really interesting and insane how big certain tornadoes can get and the amount of destruction that it can cause. So yeah, it was a very good documentary, and I highly recommend you watch that. Alrighty. Those were all of my March favorites for Netflix. Sometimes I watch things on Hulu, Prime, Paramount Plus, but this month Netflix just came in heavy with all these new releases, and I really liked them all. So yeah, that's why it's all Netflix related. But I think that going forward, you might see some sprinkled in from other streaming platforms. So yeah, if you have seen any of these documentaries, please comment down below.